expressing what they're feeling. I think that, I mean, not to be simplistic about it, but.
Throughout your career, you've kind of veered between films that you clearly feel very passionate about, sort of films in which you have a great kind of creative input to, and films which I think I've seen you say that they pay your mortgage, which involves some very big titles, you know, from Hannibal through to, you know,
right.
the sort of Evolution and so forth.
Right.
Now, are you being, do you sort of somehow belittle those films? Or
not at all. I was
actually
actually going to say I'm not, you know, that's not, it sounds like a horrific statement, because I've also been really pleased and happy doing the commercial, you know, the more commercial work that I've done. I've worked with people like Steven Spielberg and Ridley Scott, you know, I mean, so it's not, and Ivan Reitman, you know, directors, they're not really, really talented, interesting directors who are making great, big, huge, you know, movies. So it's nothing to sneeze at, but also you know, you have to, you as an actor, it's important to kind of work within the range of the films that are out there. I mean, simply it's like if you ate tomatoes every day, eventually you're like, enough tomatoes. You know, I can't stand it anymore. And I think it's that way with anything that we do in our lives. You want to have some variety, some different experiences, and some different forms of some different forms of work. You know, and then we also, you know, there is this misnomer about actors that whatever we do, we get paid for. That is not true. You know, I mean, I made an independent movie with Lisa Cholodenko this summer, and it you know, ends up costing you money because you kind of have moved your whole family and you've done whatever. So some movies, yes, some movies allow you to have a career, like a regular job, and are also, you know, fun to do, and then some movies you just do because you want to do them and you're not going to get paid, but it's all part of the whole thing. And I've been super fortunate that I've had you know, varied opportunities.
And some of us, of course, were very excited about the Lisa Cholodenko movie.
Yes, more girl on girl stuff.
There you go. I'm very conscious that we have to let you go. We are going to let you go, and then we're going to show a quick sneaky clip from Chloe, just to whet all your appetites. But just before we do, let me just ask you one final thing. Do you have a sense, you know, you have a huge career now, you have a huge body of work. Do you recognise when you've done something that you're really proud of? And what is your kind of the one that you feel is the kind of performance of your life?
I don't recognize anything particularly. I think the one thing that I have learned is that the most important thing that happens to me on the set is that I want to have an experience on the set. Like, I want to have, like I said, that idea that when I talk about manufacturing something, I want that to happen. I want to be there, I want to be prepared, and I want to have the scene exist. And then once that's done, once I've done that, I'm like, that's what I'm here for. That's what I want to do. That's what I really, truly enjoy. And then other than that, I don't have control over it. I have to kind of let it go. You know, so when I've accomplished that, I'm like, well, that was interesting, and I had that experience, and, you know, that's what I care about. And in terms of feeling like I've had a definitive performance or something, I don't feel that way either. You know, I think it just keeps going. I don't think there's, and it's the same way that somebody asked me today how my attitude toward life, what aspects had changed, and what ideas had changed. I said, well, everything's experiential, you know, so things change constantly. So in the same way that film, you know, with a performance or something, you just kind of have to keep going on. It's as you move through your life, you have different experiences, different ideas, different whatever. It's experiential.
Well, I would say that Chloe is probably up there.
Oh, thank you.
So, Julianne, it's been an absolute pleasure to talk to you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for